welcome back to the Everybody Podcast, everyone. Once again, my name is Kamsi, and today we have a special guest by the name of Trevon DeVoe. Double D for short.
Double D, sometimes Trevon DeVoe.
All right, tell us something about you. Just tell us something like.
My name is Trevon DeVoe. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm a junior criminal justice major, and I want to pursue law when I graduate. Some type of law, criminal justice. So that's really interesting to me. So I think that's to be really passionate for.
Why law though?
I grew up. My mom's a police officer, and my dad is a retired police officer. So I've had a lot of like policing in my family, kind of like criminal justice aspect of that. But I didn't want to go that route. I kind of wanted to go a different route. So I think that's always been around me. So I just always been interested and always been exposed to it. So I understand the law and respect the law and things like that.
I'm kind of sorry. You mentioned your parents are police officer. Permit me if I may ask. Do you ever feel like there's like a conflict of interest in the sense like, you know, in the black community, like police officers are kind of like the ops, the enemy, or like there's this sort of conflict that's unspoken about. So in your household, is that ever been like a conflict?
That's crazy you asked it, because when I was younger, like when the first like shootings started to happen, like major shootings of like black people, like when we were about like in high school, I forget what time, like when the Black Lives Matter movement first had started, my mom like she's like actively on the streets and stuff like that, and we had a conversation about it, and I asked her like one day when we were at home, like, how do you feel about this, and like how do you see yourself as a cop and also being a black woman in society? And I told her that, and she felt that like she wanted to do her job effectively, but she also wanted to like still understand like she was a black person, and I had to tell her like we are still black first off before anything. So I feel like you always have to uphold that standard, but also being a black officer, she has taught me how to respect like law and stuff like that, and it's like hard to balance being in that position because you're over people, but at the same time you want to be like rational because you understand what it feels like to be discriminated. So we've had that talk before, and she definitely like expressed to me how like difficult it has been to like understand the dynamic though.
That's a tough one.
What made her and your dad go into police officer though?
I don't know the story really. I never asked, but she's been like my entire life, like for the city of Detroit. But she retired and she became a sheriff. So she's doing real big things, and I'm definitely proud of her.
Okay. So I don't just do police officer.
Nah, that's not me. I'm not more so in the streets. Like I don't like that. That's like a rough lifestyle. Like I even ask her all the time. Like growing up, like she would constantly be in uniform, like constantly just working super hard. So I understand like what it takes to be and like the dedication it has. And I don't necessarily want to do that aspect.
So why law? Like, did you have an encounter like, you know, with civil rights or discrimination? Like usually that's what attracts black people into law.
No, it wasn't more so that. Like I said, like from my upbringing and things like that, and kind of like school, like all throughout high school, like I was more so interested in like history and more so. We had like classes in high school. I went to University of Detroit Jesuit High School. Shout out the Cubs. That's the greatest high school in the city of Detroit, though. No questions asked. I throw a lot of shots about that for sure. But I love my high school, and they taught me a lot of things about like going to college and stuff like that, and prepared me to be in the position I am today. So I kind of like culminated between all those things. I kind of decided to do that, and I think it was the best decision for me. And coming to A&M, my first time on campus was the first day I moved in, my freshman year. Yeah, so it was kind of wild.
So you do a couple things on campus. You do FIA, you do echoes, you do everything. How do you take time for yourself? What do you do for yourself? Except whoop niggas in Median.
He's great.
I'm real good at Median.
He's amazing.
I'm really good at any game we can.
Except FIFA.
FIFA, I do good. I chill too, like any game.
FIFA.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
FIFA.
FIFA.
You want to make a bet right now on camera?
We can do that. We can do it
don't have to
right.
put it on camera,
We can
bro.
do it right after the game.
We can play FIFA though. I'm good.
Bro, trust me, you don't want to. You don't want to put this in the book.
We can just play and I'll show you.
Ask about me.
He's good.
You're probably good.
He's good.
Even in Madden's more so my forte, but FIFA I can get right though.
Okay, we gonna see.
We'll see.
We gonna see.
But
yeah.
Back to your question though, I'm being as involved as I am. I kind of try to like. It's all about balance. Like people say that a lot, but it's kind of like something you have to come accustomed to, being a part of different things. Like so, I'm a University Echo student ambassador. I was just recently named the president, and I was sworn in recently at our pinning ceremony. So I'm a part of that here on our campus, as well as like you said, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. That's my line brother.
Yes, sir.
But I'm also RA here on campus too. So I do like quite a different couple of things here on campus, but I try to balance my time with like prioritizing school, like because I know that's the reason why I'm here. So everything else is important, but without my books, I kind of wouldn't have any of those options. So prioritizing school and then kind of making those other things a necessity, but equally giving those each opportunities because I want to give them all my energy and like not just slack on any of them, you know.
So why do you do what you do? Like why are you doing all of this? What's the point?
Being involved. Like when I first got here on campus, I wasn't involved at all. Like I remember I came in COVID year, and so like it really affected me my freshman year. Like being in the dorm, like I didn't have any opportunities to like interact with people, or like I was really nervous about being a part of things. I remember being up in Foster, like late nights. My roommate freshman year was Evan. Shout out Evan, that's my guy. But he definitely like he held me down. Like we was really in there playing Madden. He's really the first person I started beating here on campus. The first person on campus I started beating Madden.
On the podcast, I
got the tape. It's on record. But besides that though, I really like felt in Foster like it was very hard for me to like become accustomed to school because it was COVID, and so not everything was accessible. So kind of even trying to like aspire to be a part of Alpha, like that was tough too because like I didn't get a chance to see people, but being like kind of so motivated that I was coming into college, and like I said, my high school really pushed that in me, like being a part of my books. It really like encouraged me to stay on my track, even though like I wasn't necessarily involved as much. I knew like school, like that's like the key, and so like I really locked in my freshman and sophomore year to get where I'm at right now. So I wasn't involved at all my freshman year, but like it's definitely a big transition that can happen if you really stay like locked in on books, like for real. Yeah, 100%.
So do you ever get tired, or it's like I'm still gonna go and see what else I can join and stuff like that? I have aspirations all the time. Like, don't get it misconstrued. Like, I can be a part of like a million different things and like be involved, but like I always have aspirations to do like more. I feel like everybody wants to like do more at the end of the day. So I mean, I always want to be better, but I also still want to improve the things I'm in. You know, I don't want to like just try to jump boat and try to get part of all these things and then start building all these things up, but I'm just lacking because I'm not doing anything in any of those things. So I still want to be conscious of what I'm joining, but I have aspirations to do a lot of things. Yeah, for sure. So like with Echoes though, what's like the number one? What's like the weirdest questions like high schoolers ask?
The weirdest question high schoolers ask, they'll be like, "Can you put me on to somebody on campus?" Like if we're walking by somebody, like a high school boy will like say, "Can you put me on to her?" Like if a girl walks up to me during a tour and they're interested, I'm saying hi or whatever, and the student like thinks they're cute, they'll be like, "Hey, put me on, bro," and I'm just like, "No, she doesn't. You're in high school, bro. Like calm down." But they'll ask questions like that, or they'll just ask like outrageous stuff like one time, like we were walking up there, and I think we were walking like near the student activity center, and like we were having like we'll sometimes let them sit down inside the student activity center, like inside the town hall room, and then some people will ask like, they'll ask like it's not I'll say dumb questions, but it's kind of like ignorant questions, but they don't know. They'll be like, "So is this school like infested rats?" Or I heard like, or I heard this about the school, but it's just like they don't know, so they're just asking. So I can't really necessarily fault them, but it's just like it's kind of funny to me. But we always get like just random stuff thrown at us all the time. But it's just you gotta lock in and just answer the question. You can't really fold and like make a face or like react because you want to, but you gotta be professional. You know, you're representing Anna.
Yeah, I feel that.
So you never give out a number.
I said, never mind. No. No, like the most I'll do like on the tour, if like someone really wants to get in contact with me, I give them my Instagram or something like that. So like they can stay connected with me through that, or like LinkedIn or we get cards, but I never just pass up my number though. No.
Bro, the craziest thing happened. We went to a conference event, and one of my friends was literally speaking to one of the ladies there. She was really fine, but she was weirder than us. And this girl was like raising her, she was laughing and everything. Like, "Yo, what's your Instagram?" And she just took the phone, swiped away, went to LinkedIn, gave it to her. Throughout the whole car ride.
Yeah, that's
I just smiled. I said, "Nice to meet you."
I'm immediately unfollowing you. Like, no, bro. No, that's not sweet.
What happened to?
That's one of my guys who kind of.
I'm not following on LinkedIn anymore. No.
It's professional.
No,
she did that.
That's ridiculous.
To this day, we laugh about it.
I would have just took my phone back. Like, wow, bro. Like, don't even put nothing in my phone. You tripping?
What's the thing? Why do you think we're attracted to older women?
I
just love older women.
I think it's more so because of a sense of like foundation. Like even like we said that about girls too. Like they like older men because they have more of a sense of foundation. So I think it's like kind of
for both men and women, like more of a sense of like foundation, like somebody who has like something set, like because like right now, realistically, as a college student, you don't have anything necessarily set in stone.
Yeah.
Like, everything's kind of like moving, so I could see why anyone could be like more leaning to the side of like somebody older. Like,
Do you like older women?
I think, yeah, I like older women. Yeah,
Right.
I like women. I like women in general. I like women in general.
What's the oldest you did? Or you spoken to?
The oldest I've spoken to was like 24.
24? When was that?
It was my freshman year.
Yo, what?
I was
Story
18.
time.
That's-
Story time.
That's a wild story.
Say it, bro.
So realistically, me and some of my friends like freshman year, we went to Baumhauer's. It's like this restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
It's near. It's like I think it was university or whatever.
Yeah, the wings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, we went up in there. It was like it wasn't a real packed night, but it was like a little light night or whatever kind of motion in there.
Yeah.
And so we went up in there, got a table, and we had a nice waitress. Like, she was super attractive and stuff like that. And so she was taking our orders. The night went on or whatever, and I could tell she was having like a rough night or whatever. So then I had like before we had left and like paid the receipt or whatever, like I had wrote my number in the receipt or whatever, like, and I gave her like a little small tip, and I said, I hope you have a better night or whatever, blah blah blah. And I said, I think you're really attractive, and I had tagged my number on the bottom of it. And then like I didn't think anything of it for real, cause I just left and I thought like she could have just like took the tip and like just dip or whatever. And then like it was literally like that, like, cause she like got off like super late, so it was like that like morning, like 1 a.m. or something like that. And she sent me like a super long paragraph talking about how she like had a really rough night and stuff like that, and like it was just really stressful, and she appreciated that or whatever. So that was really like, oh, blah blah blah. And then we started texting from there, and then that kind of like.
Did she find out your age?
Yeah.
How did she react when she found out your age?
I don't know. I personally think she liked that, honestly. I think she liked it for her. I can't lie. Like,
there are some people like that.
I think like she like genuinely like no cap. Like my freshman year, I could vividly remember like sliding like, cause she had an apartment, so like, you know. But I think like when
apartment.
Yeah, but I think like she like definitely like felt some like she was like that. When I told her, I remember the first time I told her, she's like, she didn't even phase. Like, she was like, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty mature, so I mean, I feel like if anything, like, it's understood, like, you know.
That boy is demon.
It's understood. No, it's not even demon time.
The Risley Bear.
I wouldn't even call
Riz
it
God.
that. I wouldn't even call
Risley
it that.
Neutral.
I'm just being honest, bro. Like, I'm just being honest.
I feel that. I mean, it feels. I mean, from just knowing you kind of just know how to talk to people. It's something you're good at. So I wouldn't be surprised if like a 30-year-old decided to date and stuff like that. Bro,
Wow.
how does
30 is like, whoa.
That's a sugar moment right there.
Yeah, no, that's literally a sugar.
But how does that pan out? Say it was somebody, all of us know this person. Like I just randomly asked him if he's ever cheated on someone, right? And he was like, no. And then I was like, I just asked him what problem does he have in his relationships, and he was like, they think I'm too friendly and they think I'm cheating, right? Do you ever have that situation with like your significant other?
Do you know a significant other?
No, I don't have a significant other.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
But anyway, keep going.
But I definitely feel like I think sometimes it gets like misconstrued from like people being nice to like flirting, like, cause like sometimes like people think they push the line between just being like nice off of them just like flirting with somebody. But I think for me, like, people think I'm like flirtatious, but I think like when I'm just trying to be like, just trying to be nice though, like 100%. Like, I feel like I'm not though. Like I just be trying to be straight up, and then if my personality just exudes that, then I can't help that. You know, like, I literally can't help that.
Literally, I'm gonna expose you now. So we were at a pitch competition, not a conference, not an event, pitch competition, and I was like, okay, let's lock in, guys. And literally, I looked down, I'm like, where's Trevor? And I'm running looking for Trevor, and I find Trevor and took it to a lady. And she's all smiling, and Trevor was like, oh, for real, what? That's in the phone. And I'm dragging Trevor, and Trevor come back in.
That can't even deny.
You can't deny it.
I mean, I feel like I was there. I don't know if I was there, but I feel like I was there. That's funny though. That was a nice competition though. Shout out Monaco's in the making though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, even though we didn't win though.
We got cheated, I'm just gonna say that.
I feel like we did a really good job, like realistically, like
like holistically through the whole project, I feel like we really worked hard, and I feel like it was really like well executed. Like I don't know, but it wasn't our time, I guess.
No, we
you'd be like that.
Yeah.
You'd be like that sometimes,
Absolutely,
honestly.
Yeah, it's tough.
But have you ever been in a situation where like being flirtatious has put you in trouble? Because I have.
How have you been?
No, you good. You're the guest.
You go first, then you go.
No, I mean, in trouble, no. Like, no.
Like situations where it's like a conflict where you're just chilling with somebody and then next thing they're like, oh, I got feelings for you, and now you guys you were friends, vibing and everything, and now they're like, oh, I got feelings for you, and now they're acting weird.
Not anytime recently, no. Tell me, explain your situation. Like, give us an insight on your, because I want to.
They just wanted.
Give us an insight.
You said the situation, so just give us some insight.
There's been a couple. It's always like I don't know.
You talking about I'm the rich guy?
No.
Pick a
I
collection.
don't know. To this point, I still don't know what it is because I just feel like I'm just talking.
Yeah.
And then.
So you talking about in your perspective, you feel like you're just talking?
Yeah, I just feel like I'm just talking. And if I find something like nice, I'm gonna say it. Like,
do you make intentions clear though? Like,
I make intentions very clear.
So how did they get misconstrued? How did she like?
I don't know how he ends up that way, but I make intentions very clear. It just gets to a point where, okay, we're chilling, and the next thing is usually from somebody else I hear. That's where the problem is. I would like to hear it straight up from you, and let's do it. Let's figure out our thing. But other times it then becomes a problem where there was a time where I was gonna. Maybe this is one I could talk about. It was one time I was.
I just exposed my story, so I feel like you should.
Okay, so me and this one girl, we've been friends since like freshman year and whatever, but we never did anything because most times I was either on co-op, didn't really see each other. And then one time we were like, oh okay, we're talking. I think it was after like a chill night and everybody was just vibing and everything. And then she asked me on a date. Listen. See, she asked me on a date. And then the day comes, I'm like, I choose the spot and everything, choose the date. And then she's like, oh, her friend said she saw me on a date with somebody else.
Wait, so the girl told you her friend said that?
Yeah.
So then she said she didn't want to go on a date.
No, hold up. And I'm like, okay, I know what you're talking about. I know the situation you're talking about. But I wasn't on a date with somebody. Yeah. That was my mentor.
Yeah.
That was really my mentor.
You told her that, what she said.
So now this is where everything started messing up. Then I told her that, and she was like, well, my other friend said you were trying to flirt with me. I thought our other friend was gay. Why am I, how am I going to flirt with someone that I know there's no chance? Yeah. And then she's like, I'm like, hold up, what are you talking about? At this point, I'm just like, forget it. This is not happening. Let's just leave it. Let's just dead it.
Yeah.
So I've been in situations like that also, like maybe somebody would be like, oh, Kamsi took me out to this. And I'm like, I do that to everybody.
I got a question then. So you think it's like okay for you to just, when you're talking to people, do you like just talk to one person, or you think like actively talking to people, you can like talk to multiple people and like date around? Like you don't necessarily have to be stuck on one person.
Me personally, I can only do one person at a time because I don't have time to do multiple people. Online is.
So does that person know it's just them, or like it's kind of like?
Yeah, like the whole, like you won't see me with anybody. Like it's hard for you to find me in a place where you're like, oh, you saw me with this person, someone with that person. That's not even possible because you don't even see me. Yeah. Like generally, you don't even see me, so you can't even see me with somebody else. So then situations like that come up and I'm like, like simple things I would do. Maybe I'll like, oh, let's say I'm at Chick-fil-A and I know you're at Chick-fil-A. And I know you like Chick-fil-A. I'm like, you want some Chick-fil-A? I'm at Chick-fil-A. Yeah. 2 weeks later, I'm like, he bought me Chick-fil-A. Bro, I would do that for everybody if I would like, it's just, I'm just like, it's normal things like that. But yeah, y'all put me on the spot. That never happens. I usually put niggas on the spot. But yeah,
stuff happens. Stuff happens.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
That's real though. I mean, some people kind of like gain feelings off of that though. Like
yeah,
you got to think about it. A lot of people don't experience like that niceness of like people just doing like random acts of kindness for them. So when you're doing stuff like that, they assume like, oh, he automatically likes me, or like she automatically likes me. But in the case, they just might just be super nice, or they just might be this is how they do.
Yeah, I mean, But sometimes, like now I'm like questioning: should I do this for you? Should I
Yeah.
not do this for you? Now I'm like, and I don't want to like.
You don't want to do that.
I don't wanna-
You just want to do what you want.
Yeah, I just
do.
want to chill, man. I don't want to be like, oh my god, the rule here, the rule there. I'm just like, nah,
feel you.
I don't have time
Yeah.
for that. But yeah,
Yeah, I've definitely been called nice, very nice, like multiple times before. So I've been told I was very, very nice. And I'm friendly. Friendly is the word I've been called. But I think like I just show love. Like I think it's like nothing wrong with that. Like in my eyes.
But I feel like though, like I don't think anyone should ever get angry when someone is like talking to somebody else. And I say that because like if you guys have not explicitly said we are mutually exclusively, then it's free game. That's just my own take. Because if I don't tell you like, yo, we are talking, I have feelings for you, I want to get to know you better.
I agree.
Then
You're leaving an open lane of like.
and you got. I mean,
Because if I don't tell you that, then don't assume anything. I might be talking to you on the
Exactly.
regular, but if I don't tell you, don't say come and like, oh, I saw you talking to this girl. I never said we were mutually
But I feel
talking.
like that's where the line can get kind of gray because people can start doing things that like confuses people.
Yeah.
Like even though it hasn't been expressly said that
Mhm.
we're in a relationship, like you might be doing things that like they might have an automatic thought like we're in a relationship, like just by what we're doing. Like,
But you might not have to see your. So the thing is, there's levels to it.
yeah.
There's a level of like, okay, we are in a relationship. That's like total commitment.
yeah.
But there's a level of like, I think you're cute. I want to get to know you better, and I want to take you on multiple dates. In that sense, now there are two people. One person might be the one of like, okay, I'm just gonna focus on this person, like so I can't see. Another person might probably talk to other people. But again, if I come and say, okay, I've gone on a first date, I've gone on a second date, and I tell you on the second day like, yo, I'm feeling your vibes, and I just want to make us mutually exclusive. I'm not asking you out to my girlfriend yet because blah blah blah. I'm not ready, but I want to get to know you better on this level.
Okay.
So it's more of a communication thing, yeah.
Let's reset. This is gonna be an interesting conversation. If it happens the other way, because a lot of times, a lot of people don't like it the other way. So if she's doing that, how do you feel?
I think I'm gonna be cool with it because me personally, I'm a very chill person. As long as you communicate with me and tell me what's up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust you. And I'm the type of person like, what is for me is for me. I'm not gonna stress. I know I'm the shit. I know who I'm what. So if it's not gonna be on some, oh, I'm not feeling you anymore, I'm leaving you, then you were never meant for me. So why am I tripping? So it's a communication and trusting.
So if she was talking to multiple people, would you be cool with that?
No.
But you want to talk to multiple people?
No, I wouldn't. If I'm talking to somebody, it's just my energy would be on that one person. I feel like just like same reason for you, like dealing with multiple people is kind of like. I mean, that's like some younger me stuff.
Yeah.
I would feel like I would definitely do. Like now, in my stage of like mindset of how I think, like I don't think that's any fun anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's just like you're just not really.
Interesting.
You're really just stretching yourself out for all these people, and you're never like sharing. You're not like really truly understanding like a person, like or really getting to know them like together. So I'd rather just do that with one person than get locked in with like a million different people.
And then you mentioned the part of you tell her you're ready to be exclusive, but you're not ready to be a girlfriend.
I feel like this is
Then what is that?
What you mean?
Like, what is exclusive? What is girlfriend? Like, I'm so
That's the
confused.
same thing to me.
Yeah, I just
Exclusive
feel.
with girlfriend. We're yeah.
I don't know. I think
If we're exclusive, you're my girlfriend. It's simple.
I think it's like a gray area, dude.
Hmm?
I think this is like a gray area because you might not be ready for that full commitment. Because I don't know. Because
But why would we say we're exclusive
If we're not ready?
like, if we're exclusive, that means you're not doing anything else with anyone else. Like it's just me and you. If we're a girlfriend and boyfriend, it's the same concept. So I don't know.
Yeah, I just feel like the label is what throws people
Yeah,
off. People
yeah.
are afraid of like the weight of the label,
Yeah.
so they're like exclusive is a better
Or
word.
they feel like just because you've never said like verbatim that you're not my girlfriend, you're not my boyfriend, they just feel like they're not in a relationship. That's where the gray area comes at. So
yeah.
if you haven't said it, they're gonna just assume anything. That's why I just always assume people assume anything if you haven't told them. Like
Exactly.
if you haven't told them that, then they're just they can run wild with anything they want. Honestly, that's
Yeah, I
how
agree.
really about Fizz. Like that's really how Fizz. Everyone get on the topic of people running wild. Like Fizz is the app that runs wild. Like that coming to campuses probably was like a big downfall. Like they talk grimy on Fizz. Like they drag anybody and they can say anything they want.
They do not
Like
care.
I don't. It's
Like if you could mess up tomorrow and it's gonna be on there that night, they're gonna drag you, your family, and everybody you know, bro. Like it's crazy.
and it's anonymous, so it's even worse. 'cause
You don't even know who it is.
Like and every school is getting to have that now. Like
Yeah.
every school is coming. up.
Yeah, like you cannot. you can only be, like if you're really good at being private, it's cool for you.
Yeah.
But if you just like carefree and don't know,
Yeah, you're gonna
you just be on a random day.
unprovoked,
Just,
you'll wake like you niggas wake up like on your top like, bro, that shit, like that's insane. Like, and I don't really support that because people get on there talking lies about people and it's just like,
yeah,
it's not cool. Like, if you know some shit's not true, like why you get on the app like talking crazy about it? Like that's kind of.
and it's hard for like rumors. Like you can't even. How do you want to say okay now that's a lie if everybody has
Exactly, and the bad thing about A&M is that it's so small that once one person hears some stuff about that,
Everybody.
they throw it on Fizz and everyone knows it within the 10 minutes.
bro? Like it's crazy. I'd be like, oh my god.
Like even when we were online, like I remember like some news got out about us like when we were online, and I almost like, well, what the hell? Like people found out like we were just super nervous. So like stuff like that is kind of like you kind of get annoyed about like you when you just really kind of jeopardize somebody else. Like I don't really support that. Like
yeah, Fizz can make. I'm very sure Fizz has ended some people's relationships.
Exactly, for sure.
I'm very sure Fizz has ended some people's relationship because a random person could just be like, oh, that nigga Richard, he really blew my back last night, and you've never met this person before. but what can you say? And you're like what do you want to do?
People just gonna upvote her.
Yeah, they're gonna
just to say it.
I saw they could be like, yeah, he definitely did that.
They do much better. We didn't want money up.
I have a question for y'all. Is there one woman y'all want right now?
I saw you and you guys did that on like yours Instagram, Alpha's Instagram, or was it ABC Buzz?
Yeah.
Sure. Who did you flash?
I wasn't there.
Who you flash?
Gladly.
Who you
He said, glad.
flash it right now?
They gonna pause. They gonna pause and zoom. Increase the brightness.
They definitely did that for some of them. But nah, who's your one?
Who's my woman?
Yeah. Are you in a relationship or no?
No, I'm not in a relationship. Come to who's your woman?
That's a good way to deflect. Answer the question. Answer the question first.
Yeah. What? So you no?
Nah, it doesn't get that.
You don't want anybody? Okay.
I don't want anybody.
That's what he said. He said, "Is there anybody?" You can just say yes or no. Don't have to say the person.
Nah.
Okay. He just denied you. Crazy.
So back to you. So since you said,
is there anybody on campus right now?
Choose wasted wisely, or they're gonna come for you. That was so funny.
hey, when is getting posted? When is getting posted?
Y'all have been putting me on
Where
this.
y'all posted?
I'm really gonna make the snippets. I put houses
really?
once.
Is there anybody I want right now? No.
No. Alright. They put a sign instead of like.
There's
What
nobody.
you mean? That's
I don't even lie to people. Like, there's nobody I want. I'm just chilling now. I'm living life, man. Life is great.
That's good, man.
What about you?
What about you? No offense, boy.
There is somebody I want.
Oh what?
Yeah.
You gonna say something?
No.
Sure.
You're not.
Sure.
What?
I'm
What?
not name dropping.
What are you waiting for?
It's not that I'm waiting, but it's just things progressing. We're having relations, obviously, interacting. So just still trying to get to know each other.
Okay, I'm just nosy right at this point. Show me a picture.
We can do it off camera.
Okay.
You don't have to show the camera. You can still show the
Yeah,
camera.
No, we're gonna do it off
I want to see
camera.
the reaction. I want to react to it.
React to.
No.
Oh yeah. So question: do you guys like when you want to start dating somebody? Do you ever like think of how your fellow people are gonna think about like how she looks?
I think unconsciously, yes. You probably think about that unconsciously.
Yeah, to a certain extent. But if I like you, though, I really don't give a damn. Honestly, like I can be truthfully honest. Like if I truthfully like care for you and I like you like real bad, like I'm not gonna really care what other people gotta say because we're in a relationship. They're not in a relationship, but that's like we're in a relationship.
So question though, how do you know when you really like someone? Because I was literally asking that question at one point. Like, because how do you know like, oh yeah, I'm actually gonna be for real with you?
It's more so how one can be like around another person, like how I can be around someone like if we can just be together without doing stuff, or if we enjoy being together, if we can go without texting, or I don't know, just different things. Like it's like a combination of things, but it's not just one thing that really sets in stone that makes me determine if I like you or not. You know, it's just kind of like gradually over time I built those things.
So I feel like there's a great area between like liking and then loving somebody.
Yeah.
So have you ever reached that point where you love somebody like dang.
Wait, so say it again.
So have there ever been a point where you have reached the point where you've spoken to somebody or you're talking to somebody and you like, wow, I actually love this girl?
Point in time, like yeah, I would say, but I think that just comes from just knowing for someone for such a long time and like really building that bond with somebody. Like once you build like a super strong bond with somebody, like that love is gonna grow. Like you know, after you talk to someone daily or after you like done so much with someone or after you just experiences really that build really good bonds for real. But so you really don't talk to anybody. You don't got nobody that you want. Cause he said no. I think I believe him. I feel like you just. I was honest. I said one person.
He definitely lying, but
I feel like you are. Why you denying your love on here? I would never deny love. I'm like Cupid. I shoot an arrow at her so she can come right your way.
Like his
that man said I'm like Cupid.
I am. I've been told.
You've been told.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say risk God, don't test me. Have you ever been in love though? So we're gonna wrap it up from there.
Yeah, you can say.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I have. It didn't work out.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Just
Give us how you guys met.
no, I'm gonna explain myself.
Yeah, no.
Recent,
Just
like,
let us
a while
know.
ago.
It was like I think a year or 2 years ago.
Okay, that's recent.
I feel like you know her.
I don't know. We can find out. You can say her name
I
out.
mean, he knows everybody, so he said name drop though.
I'm on the phone.
Okay. Hey, you don't have to name drop. Just tell us.
Come to you go first.
Just tell us how you tell us where you guys met, how everything was going, and then what messed up, and you're wrong and how wrong. I mean,
I don't even know what went wrong. It was so sudden.
So if you don't know what we're on, that means it's probably you.
Yeah, maybe me.
so who ended it?
She ended it.
Oh, okay, so tell us. Let's go. Tell us, how did you guys start?
You guys are gonna make me cry.
Oh no! Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's just so when we first met, like I was like you. I just knew like she was gonna be my vibe. Cause like there's a particular set of women I like. I like women that like stimulate me intellectually, and I just knew she could do that really well. And then when I just like show my show like, hey, it's you look nice and all this stuff. And then at first I didn't actually ask her on a date for her. She kind of asked me on a date in a way, cause like I was like, oh, we should hang out sometime. And then she just like, oh yeah, let's go to the basketball game, something like that. Something down that line. Went to a basketball game, and that was the first time I went to an basketball game. And throughout the basketball game, we didn't even watch the game. We're just talking. Like throughout the whole game, we're just talking. When everyone was cheering, we're like, oh yeah, and then we started our conversation, and it was just like flawless. I was just like going and going, and we went to my car, talking for another hour. Like we forgot about the time. Literally until like the window starts to get like foggy. You're like, oh. So when it was getting foggy, like, what time is it? I was like, oh, we should actually go home. And we went home. And the car ride back home was still talking. And, like, it's not even like talking on just weird stuff or gossiping.
Just talking about anything.
Just talking about anything. We spoke about history, architecture, politics.
But that goes to show a person like that really bond that you and her were real tight. Like, like.
On the first day, I was like, on the first day? Like, usually you probably get that in second, maybe third.
Do you think there's multiple people like for you, like the ones, like you know how someone said there's a one? Do you think there's multiple the ones, or like
There has to be.
He said there has to be now.
I'll tell my experience, and I think like after expressing that, I think my standards changed dramatically.
Wait, wait, keep going with the story. So after that first day, what happened?
After that first day,
Oh yeah, true.
we went on like the second date, we went on the third date. On the third date, it was like the same energy and everything. I don't know. After the third sort of date, she was like, hey, can I speak to you for a moment? And she's like, yeah, I don't think we can work. And all this stuff. And
Did she give a reason?
Yeah, you didn't ask.
Actually, didn't ask.
Yeah.
I just didn't ask. I was just like, wow, okay. When she told me, I was like, okay. And I cut the phone off.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that was so
It was
sudden.
over the phone?
It was over the phone.
Phone.
It was over the phone.
So y'all were down.
So that was just like, I was like, okay, wow. And I was like, okay, I don't understand. But I never asked really. But I mean, now we're cool. But at the same time, like,
Would you ever get back to that level, that same like relationship status or not?
with that person or like somebody?
Yeah, that person.
Honestly, no. I think now I'm kind of like nah, cause like if you say no, why are you coming out and saying yeah? I think I have the, I don't have this. I think I have an idea why, but at the same time I'm not 100% sure, so I can't speak on it.
This person sounds familiar.
I feel like you know the person.
What's her name start with?
I'm not gonna say, bro.
No, does her
Okay.
name
I
start
will
with?
say off camera. I'll say
Okay.
off
Off
camera.
camera.
Nah.
So,
But
so this is like the one thing, like you feel like, has there ever been like the one in your life so far you think, or nah? 'Cause I feel like he has, like from the girl he's talking about, but do you think this?
Well, yeah, I've definitely been in love, so I know what it feels like.
So you feel like that was like your person, like
No.
See your
I don't.
story.
I personally don't believe in like the idea, like the general idea of soulmates. I
Yeah.
believe soulmates are created by you. They're not like molded for you. They're created by you, not for you. So I always think there's always gonna be the ones at different areas of my
Yeah.
life. But yeah,
talk about that girl.
yeah, tell us about it, bro.
this was a long time ago.
What in a
Well,
drill?
how long were you with her?
We were there for like 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So what happened? Who broke it off?
I broke it up.
Why? Why?
Because of so basically we're chilling. We still talk. It's all good vibes. So we started talking. We've been on dating for the longest time. Where everything was vibes. Like we were mad connected. Like it was giving. Like we
Gonna get
knew.
married.
Yeah, something like that. Like
How long ago was
we were
this?
young. This is like 4 years
So
ago.
you were how old? Like who you think?
I have like 17, 18, one
Yeah.
of them. So yeah, we were doing that, everybody was chilling and everything. But the thing is, we were both in the same school, so we always saw each other every single day. And then we graduated, and then now we're in different schools.
Yeah.
She started college. I was at home trying to do like an exam and everything.
But
Then
yeah, go ahead.
then the vibe just started becoming weird. I'm like, I mean, it was understandable why it was weird, but at the time that's not what I was thinking of. Like when after we stopped dating, then we got on the phone and started telling us, oh, this is what actually happened. This is what actually happened. Like, oh, that makes sense now. So she didn't have a phone. Yeah, so Covenant.
Oh.
So she didn't have a phone, and it was hard. Like she had to make time to actually like find how to talk to me. But my time, I'm like, I've like like there were so many people in the school. They're like, oh, you hear they say, oh, she's been talking to this guy,
Yeah.
some.
Yeah, it's kind of,
Yeah, I get it.
So that's that happening. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time here. And I ended it, and it was cool.
So you think you can maintain a healthy long distance relationship? Like you think that's possible? Or
Yeah,
Really?
Like you think long distance is possible? Real possible?
I feel
it's
like-
really possible.
I feel like after I've established a certain level of like trust and like, let's say we've been dating for like a year or like
A year.
So how long do you think? Wait, before that, how long do you think it really takes for you to really gain somebody's like trust? Like for you to be like considered like you really trust them like wholeheartedly? Like even for like a woman.
I feel it depends on the quality of the time
Yeah.
rather than the
I agree.
quantity of the
Yeah.
time.
So you
So
think you can have like if somebody has super quality time within like a few months rather than somebody you've known for a year? You think that makes a difference?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I feel like there've been people where we've known each other like quality time wise for like 2 months,
Yeah.
and I definitely know them more than people I've known for like 4 years.
Yeah. I agree.
So it definitely depends on the quality of the time rather than the amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So things like this now, like podcast, 1 hour, we will probably get like people that sit on that seat and I've known for like 4 years. I know after the first hour,
I was like, wow.
I'm like, I didn't even know anything about you. Like they tell you about their family. You're like, I never knew like, oh, this is how. I didn't know you had a stepdad. I didn't know you. Like you're just like, damn, that's crazy. So definitely the quality of time is way better than the quality of time. I mean, the quality of time is way better than the quantity of time. So yeah, we can do it in short time.
That shit, maintaining. I feel like that's really tough, especially like with somebody like let's just say like you're a student and then like somebody like leaves or something like that, or somebody transfers or something along those lines.
Mhm.
Like and you really like were in a relationship before they left. Like how do you maintain that? They move like so many miles away,
Yeah.
things like that. Like that's difficult.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it, Phil.
It's definitely hard, but it can be done.
yeah.
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 What you think? What you think you need for it to be done? Like what necessary?
I feel for one is communication, because most of the times I've been in long distance relationships.
You have been.
Yeah, I've been in a couple long distance relationships. That's why I don't have a problem with long distance relationship. So most of the time it was communication. So, and sometimes we've usually like met before,
Yeah.
maybe had a date or two, but it doesn't mean like we dated first day, second day, and that was like 2 months. It's just like a week apart type day, and then we did the whole long distance gig. But the things you have to like talk almost every day. I mean, and that was challenging because I was like working, and I can't be like on the phone. It's like what's happening. So usually at night, that's where it was, and it was calm. There were some times where she's like questioning, oh, this, that, and the third. But you have to talk to people in a way where they're like, they need to understand where you're coming from, and you have to show them that, oh, I actually care about you. Like, fuck the other people. I don't even see them at this point. So that's how it really was. How we ended though, I think it was some behavior that she exhibited, and I was like, damn, I've never seen this before. I can't even handle
Did
this.
you ever
I feel
like go
like-
visit her or stuff like that, like when a long distance relationship or no?
During the long distance visit, no. She wanted to visit a couple times, but that was the time we were on, yeah. So that was not gonna work.
Yeah.
And then, but I won't say I was in love, but I really liked this person because I was sending flowers.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like the point where I know like I'm really feeling you. For one is the playlist thing. Like if I've sent you a playlist, yeah, you meant something.
So what so you think you're a lover boy? Like you really,
I'm definitely a love boy.
So you think you're a lover boy too?
Nah, he's
Like,
not.
are you? When I say lover boy, like I mean, like you'll go out your way, like send flowers, like go out your way to like get them like something they like.
Yeah.
Like that's what you sound like you were doing. Like
Yeah,
earlier, too.
I'm definitely a lover boy.
you
That's
a lover
why I can't date multiple people. Imagine me trying to spend money on everybody. Nah.
You
So
gotta go broke.
I gotta know like, oh, I'm really feeling you.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm not sending you flowers in like the first 2 months, first 3 months. Like we really got to be like have gone through some things, and then okay, send you flowers, buy you stuff. Like it's just things I want to do. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, they said you should buy your girl. Nah. If you say you want flowers, I'll get you flowers. If you say you wanted,
But you'll do
Ice
it
cream?
spontaneously, though. You're saying.
yeah.
Like you don't necessarily have to be like told to do it. Like you'll just do it out the way
Yeah.
or something like that.
There's just some random you
Yeah.
see just because flowers.
I feel like that's fly though. Like a lot of guys think like that's corny. Like at least when I was growing up, like I never necessarily like understood the value of like giving a girl flowers because like a lot of girls don't receive flowers for real.
Yeah.
Like I've asked girls like, have you gotten flowers before? Like just as a question. Like they say nah. Like and it's like surprising because like flowers like a small gesture.
Yeah.
And like a lot of these girls like talk to guys. Obviously like everyone talks to somebody, but. Like just not even going out your way to get flowers is kind of like it's a little absurd to
Yeah.
you because like especially somebody you like you're gonna get them flowers like regardless like
Yeah.
unless like you just not your thing. But I mean it's just like simple like it ain't anything too much.
I mean, it depends too. Like I've been in like a long distance relationship where she did not want flowers. Like
Yeah.
there's some of the girls I've spoken to where they don't even like gifts, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, thank you. I'm not spending the money. Like I don't have to spend. Like all they really want is just your time.
Yeah, time.
I've been in situations where it's like, you know, this girl can get whatever she wants. There's really nothing, and she's like, don't even
Bro,
worry
most of these
about
girls
that.
can get whatever they want. We're in a
Yeah.
time where like being a woman is probably like the most lit thing. Like I can't
Yeah.
even lie. Like being a woman, like it's super lit. Like there's so many opportunities for being a woman right now. Like it's super. It's like a lot of empowerment. Like so it's very dope for women. Like I can't
Yeah.
lie. Like they have a lot of accessibility. Like a lot of movement. Like
Yeah.
it's lit.
Yeah,
Do you love a boy?
Say again? Oh yeah, 100%. Like lover boy all day. I
Yep.
love like when I love super hard. I feel like when I get attached to something, like it's difficult to get me unattached, but I can get unattached through like situations. Like if I just get turned off for something or like a situation like arise that I'm just not really messing with, like it can like make me feel the type of way and not really like reassess the situation and be like, okay, I might not really swing that way no more. So I don't necessarily start off as a lover boy like in any relationship I'm in. Like I start off like more reserved, like
Yeah.
and people tend to say like I'm like have like a mean face or like I look mean, but like when people like really like talk to me, I feel like they'll see a different side. Like they just see surface level things like from the outside, but when I'm really like personable with somebody, especially with somebody like I want to be in a relationship with, I feel like I have just like him, like I have no reason not to like go out my way to get you something or like just do for you because like I mean if I mess with you like the long way, it's nothing I'm not willing to do.
Why aren't you a lover boy?
I'm not. I'm a lover boy.
No, you're not.
I'm a lover boy. I'm a lover boy. I'm a lover
Okay,
boy.
I got a question.
No,
I got a question for both of y'all. When the last time y'all both been on a date?
It's been recent though, cause I be going on dates like on a regular.
So like you prompt the dates, or like the dates are kind of like brought up to you?
I'd say I want to take you out,
Yeah.
cause I want to take you out, and we're going out.
Okay, so when the last time? Like this month or last month?
Hell no. I've been single for a while. My friends are scared at this point. They're like, "What's happening?" And I'm like, "I'm just chilling."
Yeah.
But last time I went on a date, let me see, that was probably not this year.
Really?
Yeah, cause I haven't like spoken. Like the only thing I've done is like long distance and didn't pan out well. But probably not this year.
Do you think like the vibe of the date, like if you can remember, like was it good? Like have you been on some good dates, or it's kind of like the dates you kind of go on as average, is kind of like basic, not really.
I haven't been on a bad date.
Really?
Yeah, and I
Is it
feel
because the girls like that you like are with the dates with, or it's just kind of like you just don't really see it as bad?
it's both. It's both. I haven't been on a bad date because I mean I'm not gonna date someone I'm not like interested in, and I feel like it's weird, but a lot of women in our generation have not been on dates,
Yeah.
so it's a new thing for them. So it's like they really cherish the experience. I'm like, cool. This happens like every week. Like, no, not like every week. No, not like every week.
Player right now.
No. But I haven't been on a
They gonna
bad.
say you the next player with Alpha. Spring 22 got the next player. That's gonna be you.
Nah. I haven't. I'm trying to remember. I haven't been on a bad date. All the days have really been. Yeah, they've all been good.
So do you normally pay, or girls go halfway, or like have you a girl ever paid?
What?
Has a girl ever paid?
Has a girl ever offered to pay?
They always try to offer. I don't know why.
But no one, you've never let anyone pay. Right?
Why? I don't know what. It just feels wrong.
Yeah.
There's some things that just feel wrong. Like it's just like why?
Yeah.
She's like searching for a wallet, and I usually just let it pan out, and I'm like,
You know you're not.
So how do you feel about the girl who doesn't ask? Like they just straight up assume you're supposed to pay. Like, do you feel that way? Or you just like it is what it is?
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna pay anyway, so
Yeah,
if
shit,
you
like-
didn't bring it out, like that's cool.
But
The gesture.
does it make you like no, or like if someone does give the gesture, it's kind of like okay, like she's solid. She might be solid.
The
I
gesture.
feel like that's solid.
The gesture is nice, but it doesn't really mean anything. Like if you try to bring out your card, but you might not even have your wallet in there.
But that's solid though. You
It is nice.
I feel like if you don't offer to pay at all, like you kind of like. I mean, it's not like a weird move because like I mean like if I'm actually on a date, I'm obviously gonna pay. That's principle. But I'm saying that like I would be more keen for somebody to just like act like they're gonna go pay, like, or act like they're gonna try to pay.
Yeah.
Somebody just sit back and just be like, okay, like you're paying the bill, right?
Yeah.
Like if there, or one time.
One thing I know that does turn me off though is when people try to make me take them on dates. That's weird. That's like dumb weird. I'm like, bro, what?
Being forced to go on a date, I've never experienced that, so I don't know. But
Yeah, it's never panned out, but I'm like, really?
so when someone was to ask like, oh, like can you go on a date with me, or like can you take me out? Like, what
No,
you,
that's different. They're asking me. They're like, let's go on a date. This one is, oh, let's go to this place, and I'll go order this, so that you can pay.
and they made that be known.
Yeah, you
And I'm like,
yeah, he got that money.
We like to call them birds. We like to call them birds.
I said, I'm always like, big of you.
Nah, that's crazy.
Big of you to really think that was gonna happen.
That's bird activity. Right?
Nah, for real.
I'm like, it never plans. I'm like, that's
It
just
should have
weird.
been out.
People be entitled though, and some guys go for that. Like
What?
realistically, some
people are cool. Some people are cool
guys
with
are
that.
like realistically, and like ham is like a word. It means it's kind of like green. Like if you know what green means, like that's kind of like what that would be like. And some guys go for that. Some guys will pay for a girl to go out and stuff like that, just to like think they can get somewhere. Like, and that's kind of like
It'll go nowhere.
that's they're not gonna respect you. Like,
It'll go nowhere.
you try to like that's weird. Like
Yeah.
yes, you gotta socialize, interact, like really get to know somebody. Like don't
Yeah.
just try to like force their way by like buying them. Like that's never. Anytime you try to buy someone, it's never gonna work out. Never gonna work out. When the last time you been on a date?
2 days ago.
2 days. Oh shoot. Y'all boys
Wow.
hey, y'all boys some players in this. Y'all boys some players over here.
That man
I'm trying to get
said,
y'all level. Wait,
he said 2 days
where you
ago.
was at? Where you was at?
We went to like this Low Meals. The actual,
Oh, low meal.
That man doing
Hey.
out to craft.
Hey, fun fact, that's my spot. Like,
It's a good spot.
That's literally my spot.
That's
It's
a
so
good
low
spot.
key. Like
Yeah,
I low key want
no
you
one ever
to.
knows
I
that.
low key want you to delete this on the podcast because that spot is so hard. Like when I tell you, like that's literally. My
You're
place.
killing
It's super
me,
nice
bro.
up in there though.
She
Like,
recommended it. I was like, okay, sure.
where'd you go in there?
Huh?
What'd you do in there?
Like, what
Like
you
what did
mean?
you like? Low Mill.
Like,
where
what
they-
food did you get,
No,
or
like
what'd
Low
you
Mill is a
do?
place with
Yeah,
a bunch
it's
of
like-
arts and
it's-
crafts.
Yeah, I know.
What did you do in there? Like with the date? Like what you guys do?
We just went around like that, you know.
Oh, you guys didn't like because they have like different classes and like
Oh, cooking classes.
yeah, like, they have like a different like a plant making class and different stuff like that.
And we didn't have time because that's something else.
Okay.
So we just did it for like an hour or two, and we just looked at the ads, spoke about like, oh, this is what it looks. I'm not gonna.
Did you guys hold hands?
Come on, it's the first day.
Oh, first day. I didn't know if it was the first. I didn't know it was the first day. I didn't know it was the first day.
2 days ago is crazy.
2 days ago, it was crazy though.
What about you?
What way?
It was sometime like a few months ago.
Is it with your girl?
Yeah, it's with the person I'm talking to right now.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you guys even meet?
Say it again.
How do you guys even meet? What's the love story? You never even told us yours.
My love story.
Yeah.
It's
You
not.
blushing, huh?
Love story is insane, bro.
That man say
We just
skipping.
we met through.
Cupid.
We crossed paths on campus and
Really? So it's
Somebody was walking towards the quad and
Drop the book. I'm gonna pick that up.
no. We crossed paths and you know I seen her. I liked what I saw, so I pursued and we just been talking.
What did you say?
Hmm?
What did you say? What was your line? What was your pickup line?
We actually hung out first time. Yeah.
I know, but like, how did you kind of? Cause you went out to her. You never met her before, right?
No, I have.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of like we didn't really know each other for real.
Oh,
Yeah.
just like you cute. Let's go on a date.
Huh?
You like you cute. Let's go on a date.
Kind of. It wasn't really. That's not how it necessarily planned out. Like we hung out first. Like, and the first time we hung out, it wasn't really a date.
Yeah.
Like that. It was just hanging out. And then like after that. We're gonna deep into it. Like we're gonna. I just cut it off.
Go on with this.
oh my
The
god.
story is
That
over.
is-
The story is over.
Finish it, bro.
The story is over.
This man is blushing.
Over.
He said giggles.
We're done talking.
Finish it.
But basically, overall,
Finish it,
we met across the paths on campus.
Yeah.
You know, just talking like getting to know each other still.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm trying to get up to y'all level where I can get somebody that I can have in a companion because y'all both have found companions. One time in y'all life.
Come where?
What?
Oh, okay. Once in our life. Okay.
One time in your life, you have somebody that you really care for, and same with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, we usually have a ritual at the end of the podcast where you recommend one creative that everybody should check out. So that could be a photographer, musician, anything, artist, singer, and yeah, just one creative that you recommend, and then where we can find you, and then we can wrap it up.
Say no more. I'll just do my front man. Shout out Miles McCoy. Go look him up. Shots by Milo. He takes pictures.
Yes,
He'll
sir.
get y'all grab pictures right. Yeah. Get on him.
Okay.
You can find me at Trayvon Go on Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Cupid, man.
Yeah. Stupid.
Where's the new trend?
Yeah.
Riz God, Grizzly Bear, but but yeah, man, it's been a great episode so far. You can find me at DCampC, and
You can find me at Olashibomi.
Appreciate y'all for having me on.
yeah, appreciate it, man.
Nah, show me the picture.
Don't forget.